Everybody, welcome back to another episode of FSI DFS Fantasy NASCAR Picks. I'm host Mega31. So, Xfinity race yesterday was pretty much a snooze fest. That's what you get when you put some experienced guys versus a field that really hasn't been there before. Not too many cautions, but not too much action. And there's really no tire wear fall off either, which was kind of weird. That it just like you should be able to like stay out there and be rewarded for it. And but with Cup from practice and qualifying, we did see that it looks like there will be some more tire fall off here. I'd still play this one um, pretty lightly, like it's a plate track. You want to take place differential where you can. There's really not a ton of dominating points. There's only like 110 laps, I believe, here. So like that gives you like what 11 dominator points or something, not a ton. I mean, if one guy leads everything like Larson kind of did in Xfinity, then that's something that maybe to look at and try to figure out. But overall, I'd play light here. Same thing with next week. I have to decide if I'm going to do videos like Chicago. I just think it's going to be a wreck like the first year they did the dirt. You don't really know what to expect, so it's kind of hard to predict things. But I'll do my research. I'll see what I can do for video wise for that. But so just play lightly, look for place differential where you can, and let's just go down and break down the slate. The guys in baby blue, if you watch his videos before, they're guys that are not necessarily dominant on road course, but they're better than the average driver. I just call them proficient. So starting at top, Denny Hamlin got the pole, looked pretty fast out there. The price is night at 8,900, but the Toyotas seem to have a great deal of fall off from where they in practice for when their tires got older. So I don't know. He might be able to lead a couple laps out there, but some other people might be able to catch him. Tyler Reddick has just been super dominant in road courses recently. Very, very good. He's won a bunch of them. So I think even though he's in a Toyota also, I think that he definitely is one that can probably get out there and challenge Hamlin and go out and lead early. And actually, I think he's going to be very popular. And I'm going to lock him in as a prime play. He's done nothing to not earn that label, and he has been better than Hamlin on these road courses. So like him there. Michael McDowell, he's been good on road courses. The Fords just haven't had the speed overall, so it's pretty amazing that he got up here in qualifying, ran a good lap, but it was just one lap. I see him fading back. I mean, probably can finish in the top 10. Like on FanDuel, I think he's okay play, but on DK, I think there's too much danger of him losing place differential for you, so I'm not interested there. Same thing with Christopher Bell, ran a good lap here, but overall, okay on road courses, but I think he's better FanDuel play than on DK. So not interested there. AJ Allmendinger, fifth starting here. He's been elite in road courses all around, but this car is not as good as his Xfinity car. So I think he's definitely a cash play here to consider. Not necessarily a priority, but he's one that could definitely win the race, and definitely one that has a little bit of place differential upside there, could lead some laps. So he really knows what he's doing here. Ty Gibbs was really good in an Xfinity here, and there's a little place differential here starting sixth again with the Toyotas. I just fear for like the fall off here. So, and he's still trying, trying to find his way in Cup. He's not struggling like some other people. He's actually had a pretty good run recently. So I think that he's definitely in play here, but I think I can play him cash. Chris Buescher, he is a Ford again, and the Fords just with the new nose and just their aerodynamics this year just have not been super dominant. But out of all of them, I think that you can play him in cash here. I don't think that he's going to get up there and like dominate or anything, but you're only talking 7,900. I think he'll medium ownership. I think he's perfectly fine. Martin Truex Jr., sorry, should have the blue tag on him. There was a point like during COVID years, like when they ran all the road courses, like he and Elliott seemed like to be trading off like wins left and right. So I think he's in play here. He definitely looked better with long run speed compared to the rest of them. So I think that he's one that you definitely still can consider here. It's good on these types of at this track. So I think definitely he's in play here too. And I think he'll be quite popular also based on how well he's done over the last couple of years. Daniel Suarez, I know he won last year here, but I still think he's a GPP. Just hasn't had the same speed. He's good at road courses, but I think there's just some better drivers out there today. I'll probably have him a couple lineups, but I don't think he's a huge priority. Looked okay out there in the Xfinity series, but of course, again, he's had so much more experience here than the other ones, so of course he's going to look good. You can't really judge that. Chase Elliott, back after his 1 week suspension, lost a bunch of points, really needs a win to be able to make the playoffs and advance in the playoffs. So I think he'll be shooting for that here. I think he'll have the car for it. The Chevys look good. So definitely somebody that I'll be looking to see if I can get into my lineups. Austin Dillon is, I don't really consider him a huge road course guy. He's got a dirt background. GPP here. I think last year, like he was on the same team as Reddick, and I think they learned a lot about setup and how to drive these courses from Reddick. But I don't think it's like necessarily translated. I think it'll help him become a better road course driver, but I don't think it's going to make him a lead or anything. Same thing with Kyle Busch here. He looked okay in practice, but he's just so up and down with um, consistency that I can never play him in cash. I just don't see the floor there. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. is not too far forward here. He's a fade. I've seen him off the course so many times in road courses that I just like spin and turn 13 and you look, oh, look, it's Ricky Stenhouse. No, it's not surprising. Alex Bowman, like him here, good floor. Not a great road course driver, but always puts himself there for in position for the win to do well. So I think he's fine in cash. Ross Chastain, he actually ran the Xfinity Series. He actually went to a driving school out here in Sonoma to try to become a better driver on a road course. His aggressiveness, though, still scares me off of playing him in cash, but I think I'll have him in a GPP. Kyle Larson didn't look the best in this car here, as good as he did in Xfinity, but he has really done well on road courses and especially out here on this track. He's from California. So I'm gonna lock him as a prime play. I think he can definitely get up there and dominate. Not too worried about practices and qualifying. He'll get it dialed in. He'll have long run speed. He'll be perfectly fine. Joey Logano, GPP. Road courses aren't his thing. Ford just hasn't had the speed, and he's just been not good. And like, well, I mean, it's really not an aerodynamic track, so I can't say it's bad and dirty air, but not interested here. Bubba Wallace, same thing. He's trying to get better on road courses, just not there yet. 7254 is a fade. Corey LaJoy, same thing. Corey LaJoy has struggled on road courses before, not interested. Eric Almirola, I think this is a trap. I know people are going to look at him and be like, oh, he won the Xfinity race, but he just got lucky there. It was pit strategy. They made the right call. He got out there, and some of the other guys in second and third racing each other too hard. Larson had a lockup and lost some momentum, or I think he would have been able to pass AJ and Almirola to get the lead and to win the race. So I don't expect a ton from him in his Cup car. Harvick has been good on tire wear tracks, so I think there's definitely some place differential here. I think he can definitely get into the top 15, maybe even the top 10. So he's one to keep an eye on. Definitely can play in cash. Prius, his teammate, not as good at road courses, so GPP. Justin Haley has silently been really good at road courses. He's been teammates with AJ Allmendinger for a while. And I think he's learned a lot from him about road course racing. He was good in Xfinity. So at 6,700, starting 23rd, I think he's definitely a cash play. Even if he just maintains his position or moves up a few, I think he'll be able to play off his tag. Chase Briscoe, same thing. I think he'll be highly owned. He's very good at shifting uh, the cars, and this is a track where you're gonna have to use different gears in different places to be able to maneuver turns and stuff. I think that'll translate well, so he's okay in cash. Also, Brad Keselowski, I think, is a GPP here. He's starting to show some promise on road courses, just not quite there yet to get the blue tag from me. So GPP. William Byron has been good on road courses. He's just looked lost here this week and just completely missed the setup. Potentially, can they make the adjustments and things? So he's definitely probably going to be first guy on my GPP lineup. I just don't trust him in cash here from what I've seen this weekend so far. Ty Dillon's a fade. I know he went out there and ran in the Xfinity one to get some more experience, but I just don't trust the car and him as driver here. Jones, same thing. These legacy motorsports cars, don't trust them, and I'm not super good at road courses, so he's GPP. Josh Bilicki teaches people how to drive in road courses. If he was in a better car than his BJ McLeod car, I think that I would definitely consider him. I think he's a okay punt to put in. I wish he was starting further on down because, but I think he can hold in the top 30, so I think he's okay. Zane Smith is coming, and he's in Todd Gillian's car in the 38. Smith is okay on road courses and in truck, but I don't think he's got enough experience in a cup car to really make a dent here. So GPP. Ryan Blaney starting way too far back here. He's really good at tire wear tracks. He's good on road courses. Not a 31 place car. Lock him in as your third prime play. Todd Gillian is a GPP here. He's in the 51 car. He's a good road course driver, but I don't trust this car. Andy Lawley, same thing. He's a road course ringer. Should have the rust kind of color on him for that, but not that one. The only problem with him is these Rick Ware cars are just absolutely horror. I just don't see him making much progress in it. Could end up, a couple laps down, mechanical issues. Don't trust it. Austin Cindric, I think a lot of people are going to lock him in also as chalk back here. Like I said, for place differential. I like my 3 prime plays. If you can get him in also at 9,100, you're going to be playing some. I'd rather take Blaney. If you could get him in, then you're going to take some punts here, which I don't feel comfortable with. I like the savings on Blaney to balance my lineup, but again, I just want to let you know, full disclosure, a lot of people will be playing Cindric. Enfinger, I just don't think he's going to progress a lot here. I know that there is some floor starting 35th. He can only drop one spot. He's going to get at least 4 or 5 points just from because there's not 40 cars in the race and DK's scoring system on 40, but I just don't think that's enough for me to be optimal. And Harrison Burton, I put him as cash play. I think a lot of people are going to core him here just because he can go no place but up. But again, I think it's the same situation as Joe Graff Jr. was in Xfinity. He's just not a great driver in the series. I called, I was debating with someone that knows NASCAR pretty well about playing Joe Graff Jr. in Xfinity. Finally gave in, put him in one lineup. He really didn't progress or do much there. And I think the same thing with Burton. I called Joe Graff Jr. human caution flag. I think Burton's pretty much the same situation. I mean, and Burton's so much more talented than Joe Graff Jr. I just don't think he's good in this cup car, and this team is he's just doing this team injustice. I just want to get a better driver in there. I just so wish that they do the same thing with they do with Gillian and throw Burton in one of these Rick Ware cars and give Andy Lawley or Josh Bilicki or somebody that's really good at road courses a shot in this car to see what he can do. So that's what I got for you. As always, if you have any questions, put in the chat below. Hit me up at MegaRower31 on Twitter. Again, I don't know what I'm going to do for Chicago next week. I'll study it. If I can come up with some decent content, that's fine. If not, I might skip it and I'll return the next week for wherever track they're going there. If these videos do help you, please like the video, subscribe to our channel, and share with your friends. so we can get the message out there to help more people. And if you want more information on FSI DFS, you can go into the description of the video, and there is the link to our website and how to get into our Discord and sign up. It's $5 a week. I think it's like $15 a month. Very, very cheap. So thanks again for watching. Hope you have a great weekend. Good luck in your contest. As I said, play light. Don't know how this is going to play out. Hopefully it's not as boring as the Xfinity one. Hopefully there's a little bit more excitement, but not like a caution fest. Just a balance of like a couple cautions here or there, just to put the field back together and keep things interested. So thanks again for watching. I'm Regular 31. I'll see you next